everybody, and welcome to Thursday night's live stream here from the train shed. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. So who have we got in tonight? Hi, Hot Dog Pilot 63, Andy, how are you doing? Flymo Chairman. Leslie Gilpin Railways, how are you doing? Who else we got in? Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, welcome. I think I've seen Mark Hameldown pop in there as well. Who else we got in the chat? Peter Jackson, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bernie, how you doing? Crossway Point Junction Model Railway. Did I see a notification you're not doing it live tonight, Bernie? And Nicholas Sunshine, how you doing? And Jerry BVR, good evening. And anybody else? Oh, Christopher's Hobby Vlog, welcome. Oh, we got a derailment already. So, you're all very welcome this evening. Some of my channel members will have seen the video I put out. That's going out tomorrow. And tonight, you're all very welcome to the very last live stream from this train shed. After this stream tonight, I will be ripping all this up, and it's all going. But not to worry, live streams will continue from the museum and from my new house that I'm moving to. And if you watch the video tomorrow, you'll see the new space where I'll be building my new layout, and the live streams will be continuing from. Fortunately, that's going to take a while because obviously moving into a new house, the good lady has a list of jobs as long as my arm. Curtain poles, bookshelves, pictures, everything have to be hung, rooms painted. So they all have to be done, and then I have to do an attic conversion to create the hobby room for my model railway. So that's not going to be started to at least the new year. But you'll see the video tomorrow and you'll see what's happening. So that will probably explain as well why I haven't done anything to this layout since March, because I've known since then that the purchase of this house where we're living at the moment fell through. Nobody's fault, one of those things that came up, and we've been looking for a new house ever since. We've since found one. The offer was accepted, purchased, we got the keys last week. So that's why nothing's been done on this. Hi Irish Train Guy, just see you popped in. And Kieran, how you doing? Tom, how you doing? And anybody else who popped in there? Just take that off the track. Yeah, so that's what's happening in my life. It's going to be a busy couple of months for me now, especially coming up to Christmas. So yeah, still in Donegal, literally just moving about 6-7 miles away from where I am at the moment. That's it. So it's going to be a bigger house. It's going to be an attic conversion. So it's going to give me, well, you'll see it on the video tomorrow, a lot of work to be done in it to get it ready. It needs to be boarded out and insulated and everything. So I want to do a proper job on it. Thank you very much, Jerry. Hi Ewan, how you doing? So yeah, after the stream finishes tonight, I will be starting to box. In fact, got some boxes here. I'll box some stuff up now where we're on the stream. Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking to all this work I've put into it now. Because I say I did start building this because we were buying this place. So I thought, great, I can build my layout. Won't have to rip it up. But hey, what I've learned from this layout, I'll take on to the new one. So what's everyone else been up to? Obviously I've been busy driving a hire van backwards and forwards with loads of stuff, and final push to get everything moved out now this weekend. So I'll be spending this evening packing this up, taking up the track as carefully as I can to reuse as much as I can. Thankfully I haven't ballasted too much, so there isn't too much hopefully it won't get damaged. I'll be taking all the wood and all the baseboards with me to use again, because wood's got too damn expensive to waste it. So the good thing is I'll have a layout in my own house, which we're going to be in that house for, I would say, at least 10 years before we're moving anywhere, because my kids aren't going anywhere anytime soon. The oldest is 22, still living at home. She won't be going anywhere anytime soon. And the youngest is 8, so we won't be downsizing anytime soon. So it'll give me a chance to build another new dream layout. Yes, another new series of videos, because it would be great, because to be honest with this, I've been dying to come out here and do stuff to this, and I thought, well, there's no point because I got to rip it up. And at the time when we found out in March that it wasn't happening, I didn't know whether we would be in the house for another 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. And I thought, there's no point in building anything because I could just have to rip it up the next week. So it'll be a new layout. I'll be doing a series of videos on the loft conversion. That's one of the first things done when we looked at the house. I brought a friend around who's a carpenter, took him up into the loft and said, can I do this, this and this? And he looked at the roof and everything, said yeah, you can do it, this is how you would do it. So I know what I got to do. It's going to take a long time to do because I'll be doing it by myself, but we'll get there, and then I'll have a nice big space, about 3 times the space of this, to build a layout. No, I'm not going to end gauge. I got too much double O gauge stuff to change gauges. Hi Valerie, how you doing? Leamington, how you doing? Oops. I must have knocked him up. Oh, is Bernie still watching? I just knocked his Delta over. And shorted everything out. So, the usual thing, everything shorts out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a new build, new design. It's going to be the same sort of thing, 2 levels. You know, Martian yard underneath. And then a lot more space. It gives me a lot more scope, you know, to have an industrial area, station, halt, maybe a heritage line. Also do some Donegal narrow gauge in it as well. And yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, Valerie, I will be there on Saturday. So anybody here who's going to be in the Belfast area on Saturday, there's a show in Coltra, the Transport Museum in Belfast. Remember the old 6x4 layout, which you will be seeing again because that's about the only thing I'm going to have for the next couple of months. I'm taking that up along with a length of track of G gauge to run one of the G gauge rail cars. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It also gives me a break from the moving, which I don't think her indoors was too keen on. But it was booked before we were moving, so what did I just send moving now? Yeah, as Andy says, don't forget the like button. Yeah, so have any of you got any ideas for a track plan? Or what I should and shouldn't include in the new build? Let me know. Let's get these trains again. One thing I keep saying I do want to get is a new DCC controller. So we got the same old trains running again tonight, because these are the only ones that got left out. Everything else has been packed away. It's got the Murphy's model class 121 going around, the Irish Railway models or Cura Scale class A class going around, a Bachmann Deltic, which I won on Bernie's stream, and a class 47. And there's a Colrus 37 going around on the lower, although that's come off the track for a minute. Well, it's definitely going to be 2 levels, Peter. So, like what I was going to do with this one, you see this area here, the lower level is going to be incorporated into the upper level. So there's going to be an embankment and everything. Loads of plans of what I was going to do with this, but I only got that corner done. And at that, it's not fully complete. And of course, being in a attic space, I'm going to have to pitch the roof as well, so I can't necessarily build something like that again. No, I'm going to stay away from a Helix, Peter, because they're expensive, they're a hassle. I much prefer the ramp I've got there, because I'm going to have the space to build a gradual incline and decline, where at the moment I've got 1 up and down. I'm going to have 2 up and 2 down, so the train can go down, do a complete circuit and come back up again. Yeah, that would be it, Flymo, the Ulster Transport Museum. My throat's going a bit dry tonight. Yeah, Helix does take up a bit of space. That's not a bad idea, Nick. So there'll be videos on it, and there'll be plenty of build updates on it. So I'm just waiting to get stuck into it, which is probably going to be, well, I'm hoping over Christmas, when I've got some time off and that, I can get stuck in to doing part of the conversion. Because the other thing is, obviously being an attic, we need the space for storing like our Christmas decorations and camping stuff that you don't use all year round. Hi Carl, how you doing? Oh, sorry to hear that, Tom. Hope it's nothing serious. Nick, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some 009 to have a Donegal line in it. Oh, look, we got some spammers in tonight. Thank you, Flymo, for taking care of that. Hi Andy, how you doing? Yeah, so I like the idea of having a removable section for taking to exhibits. That's, you know, what I was thinking of, because it's going to be this sort of shape, is having bits jutting out. That would be maybe the TMD, so that could be removable, and you could take that away to an exhibit and just build a separate marshalling yard for it. And same with like a steam shed. There's going to be a big fiddle yard underneath. I mean, I was messing around on any rail even before we put the dimensions in and everything, and I think I was doing a marshalling yard or a fiddle yard, and I think I used about 40 points in it and about 4 boxes of flexi track. I thought, maybe that's a bit overkill. I don't have that many trains. But I've got a couple of things I'm going to be working off over the next couple of weeks to keep you guys entertained. I'm going to build a layout for the windowsills in the house for Christmas, so they're going to be running my Coca-Cola trains on them. And I was looking, you know how I like my DC shuttles. I was looking for some on eBay, and I came across these ones that, as well as being a normal DC shuttle, they also have signal control on them for your signal lights. So I'm going to fit one of those and just see how they work. So it'll be a nice little shuttle in the windowsill. I was actually thinking about doing all this, and then I seen the video put up by WWS, their Snowy Mountain. I was actually thinking of doing something like that with the train going by in a station and having a little Santa Claus on it. Hi Bernie, how you doing? Welcome back. So I've got the wood for that cut out already. So that's something I can do in the evenings in the house. Find a space downstairs to do it. And it'd be something nice to put in the window for Christmas. Yeah, Valerie, I'm setting up Saturday morning. I'm going to be there probably for about 8, leaving here about 5:30 in the morning. Maybe I'll pick someone up on the way. Yeah, Peter, I'm going to put cameras into it. I'm going to do all the wiring for cameras and have them in it. So I'll have a better computer up there as well. So that's like the things I've learned from doing the live streams and building this layout. What I've discovered is this gap here is fine here, but it's the same distance over here, but when you've got the wooden supports, it's just not big enough. So I'm going to make that gap an extra 2 inches, just to give me, because I find what's been happening is when I've been putting my arm in to get something, I'm knocking stuff over. Oh, you should be putting your arm to go in, but you know how things derail or pop off, or you need the hand of God at times. So yeah, we wired up for, I'm going to get some more USB HD cameras, put them about the place. I've got a couple of old laptops I can wire up, network up. The other good thing to go into this new house is I'm able to get normal broadband. So I should be able to get 100 down and 50 up, which is a lot better than what I'm getting here for the same price. And I'll wire in the network. So that's the other thing. You won't see me in any live streams, or I don't think for the next couple of weeks, because I've ordered the broadband, but it's going to take a couple of weeks to come in. And the house we've moved to, like, we thought the phone signal was bad here. Can't get anything in the house, and I wouldn't mind, but the house is in a more of a built-up area as well. It's not even out in the sticks. So waiting desperately for the broadband to come in, because I haven't seen any YouTube for the past couple of days, as well as I've been far too busy. So final push to move everything this weekend. So I've got to pull my finger out, rip all this up. As you can probably see, some of the shelves are empty. I've already moved some of the stuff. And it's amazing what you find, what you put away. Going, I'll do that someday, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. There is different deals that you can get with mobile through the fibre broadband, Leslie. I haven't gone for that because I'm getting my broadband from Air, which is sort of the old national carrier telecoms company in Ireland, because they were the cheapest. It was a 12-month contract, so I went for that. But who I get my mobile phones through are cheaper than what Air can do it, so I'm sticking with that. Plus the fact it's nice being in the house and not having any signal and people can't get hold of you. And to be honest, most people will contact me now through WhatsApp or yeah, exactly, Nick, the equivalent of BT. Yeah, most people get me on Messenger or WhatsApp anyway, so you're connected to Wi-Fi for that. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So hopefully I'll have a nice space, insulated, almost 3 times the size of this room, so plenty of space, plenty of scope. It's just, I just know when it comes to ripping that up later on today or tomorrow, it's just going to be like, oh, obviously I'll save all the trees and bushes and everything off it, and possibly some of the rocks and that, but I was really pleased with that, the way it turned out. I thought, wow, that actually looks not too bad, and now I'm just, Hi Valley 56, how you doing? Yeah, Pure Telecom, we got that in the museum because they were the cheapest, but now Air are showing up as the cheapest. So we also get a landline phone, which I haven't used for years, so we're not, I don't think we even have one, so it won't be used, the landline number. Yeah, everything's still running up there, nothing stopped, is it? Yeah, so all I'm going to be running at the show on Saturday is just the 2 Irish Rail with some hoppers and coaches. Hi Time Traveler 63, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's always sunny above the clouds. Oh, the YouTube handles. It's basically the name. Like my is youtube.com / Donegal Dad. That's what they mean by the handle. Of course, you have some channels out there that have the same name, so it's whoever gets there first and registers it. Oh, so you're not going to make Worley, Ewan? Oh, that's a pain. How big is my new space? It's going to be approximately 40 foot by 10 foot, so the same width as this, but sort of 3 times the length. Yeah, so I get stuck into building the layout next year. So that's my New Year's resolution. Get stuck in, get the layout, or get the track out. I think I'll I have a sort of plan in my head, but I think it will be the sort of build it, see how it runs, swap it around before doing any scenery. Oh, you're staying in London, are you, Nick? Are you going to Worley, Nick? Will you be up there? And it still won't be big enough. Yeah, that's it, Jerry. Yeah, it should be about that 40 by 10 foot. I know it's about 10 foot wide. Now, if obviously with the pitch of the roof, if I go lower, then I can widen it to maybe 12 foot, but I need to have space underneath the layout for storing all the sort of Christmas stuff and, you know, the usual stuff you keep in your loft. So I'm going to use I'm going to board it out, LED light battens up there, make it all nice and bright, paint everything. Once it's in, paint it white. It's going to be insulated and everything. Ian Armstrong, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, so that's my plan. So you short video tomorrow, you'll actually be able to see the space and a lot of work I have to do to it to get it ready. But I have a lot of work to do before I'm allowed to get it ready. Oh, it's Tim's Hobby Desk popped in. Oh, hi Tim, didn't see you there. Hope you're keeping well, sir. Ivor the Engine, how are you doing? Good to see you. So they're striking on that weekend, are they? That's a bit of a pain. Well, I'm flying in on the Friday, and then I'm flying out Monday morning. So I'm staying there. I'll have youngest daughter with me. And as I say, I will be manning the Inver layout part-time for the Worley Club. Yeah, I'm hoping to catch up with everyone and say hi to everyone. You know, do come up and say hello. It's great to talk to people in person. But I got a show on Saturday. I say I'm just taking my basic 6x4 layout. It's just a way of showing people what you can do with the layout, just more to get young people interested. That sounds more like a threat, Andy. I'll find you, Mark. Of course, like, you guys know what I look like. Most of you, if you don't have channels, I don't know what you guys look like or sound like. So that's how myself and Bernie met at the Worley Open Day. Was it last year or the year before? We sat down beside each other, started chatting because he recognised my voice. Yeah, that's true. I'll be wearing the red hoodie. Also, my daughter will probably have a red hoodie on as well. Yeah, so this is the very last running session on this layout. So at the end of this stream, I'll switch them off, and that'll be it. pack it all up and move it to its new home, where it will sit in boxes for 6 months before I can do anything. Excuse me. Obviously must be talking a lot tonight because my throat's drying up. Of course, just because I bought a new house as well means I got no money to buy anything at Worley. So you can guarantee there'll be loads of stuff there. Just like, oh, wish I had that. Nick, I was saving up for Worley. Buying a house will wipe that out. Oh yeah, I'll leave all the videos up. LEDs, you need to use a resistor on each LED. If you try and use one resistor, several LEDs, you can get what's called striping or whatever, and it won't work properly. Hi Brian, how you doing? So it's always best to put an LED or put a resistor per LED. Yeah, Valley Fitch, it's funny how you mention mega bargains always turn up and then Brian pops into the chat. Yeah, if people on here haven't watched Tim's video or even seen his channel before, get over to his channel, because that pit he made, that looks pretty awesome. I've seen some pictures of it on Facebook. Have you done a video on it yet, Tim, on the pit that you made? If you have, feel free to put the link up to it. Oh there. Well, Tim, put a link up to your channel just in case there's anybody on here who doesn't follow you. Hi Lee, how you doing? There you go, Flymo's put the link up. Cheers, Flymo. Right, I've got some locos over here. I'm going to start boxing them up while we're on the stream. Making sure I put the right logo in the right box. YouTube's first loco boxing video. Yeah, well, I'm boxing them all up properly because I know it's going to be months before they're out again. So they haven't got to travel far, but I want to keep them as safe as possible because don't tell her, but I did spend a lot of money on them. This is what I bought in Worley last time, 2019. A knockdown price. I don't know, when you buy something like that with that much knocked off, you're like, what's wrong with it? Uh-oh. Who would have thought she would actually be watching the stream? I thought she was busy packing. Now I'm in trouble. Anybody's there? Rebecca Foster, that is my other half, who will be looking at all these as I pack them up and box them and going, how much can I sell that for? Yes, the walls do have ears, Jerry. Yeah, I've always had it. I've had it for years. I had it way before I even met you, all those 26 years ago. No, this 264, I've had no bother with it. It runs lovely. Oh, hang on. I didn't put that around it. That went in there a bit loose. Detailing packs that come with these locos. How many of you actually use them and put them on? Hi Dave, how you doing? Yes, the parcels arrived. I got handed a t-shirt, the Inver t-shirt, which I'll be taking to Worley with me. And I'm sure Niall said something else came as well. You leave them in the box? Yeah, I do as well. I don't, I never add them. I always leave the detailing packs in the box. Right, I have some shoe boxes for my carriages that I don't have. No, that's too long. Mark 4s don't fit in a night box. So I will put these in instead. Wrap everything up with paper to protect it. Right, let's get the box for the 423. I put details on if it doesn't have enough rivets. Alright, okay, David, yeah, I think I've seen them. Thanks for that. Okay, Ian, take care. So, say live next week, I'm not sure. Well, it'll probably be from the museum. I'm going to set myself up a little workbench in there as well. As I say, because I want to start working on the sort of Christmas diorama stroke tabletop layout. As well as that, I need something just to do to have a break from the house move. Have my downtime while I'm doing the live stream. These clip connectors of Hornby were, you know, to power the lights, where they only have one pickup and one bogie, and it powers them. They're very, very delicate, and they're only meant, I think, to be put together once and stay on a layout and never come off. There we go. There's my 423. As you guys can all tell, how all my rolling stock always is the same era and everything. Yes, Brian, just to catch you up, this is the last ever running session, last ever live from this train room. After this live finishes, the trains will be switched off here, and that'll be it. It'll all be ripped up over the next couple of days and moved to a new house where I will have a layout hopefully 4 times as big. Not 4 times, 3 times as big. So it will be the last running session here, not the last live. I will carry on doing the lives, doing various things. But it's going to take a while before I can start building my layout, because obviously new house, lots of things to be done before I'm allowed to go and play. So it'll probably be the new year before I even start converting the loft, and probably 6 months after that before I start building baseboards. So well, yeah, obviously the track and everything is most of it I can recover because it's pinned down, it's not glued down, so I'll reuse all the track I can. Obviously the scenics I've done in this corner here, I'll save what I can off it, but most of that's probably going to go in the bin. Baseboards, I'll unscrew them, rebuild them in the new house. Okay, Lee, see you again. So it's going to be a loft layout. I'd say the space is about 40 foot by 10 foot. I'll probably keep the baseboards the same depth, about 3 foot, because that gives you variation, although it won't be 3 foot all the way around. It will be, you know, the same way as this is built here, where it goes off on its own, up and down, and what have you, just to give variation and more interest. Most likely will be a narrow gauge line with some Donegal stock on it, maybe a heritage line as well, be a bigger TMD, industrial area, engine shed. Well, I'll have my 6x4 layout, which I'm taking to a show this weekend, so I'll be able to run, although it's only 2 loops of track, I'll be able to run stuff on that. But as far as having a bigger layout, that's going to take a while, because I say that the loft that hasn't been converted has to be boarded out and everything, and I want to do it properly because it's going to be my hobby room for a good few years. I want it insulated and everything, just to one, to keep the dust down, one, to do filming and everything in it, and it's comfortable. And like this room here, this is my escape room. This is where I go to relax, to chill out, chat to you guys, watch your guys' videos. You know, it's my space. Close that door, all my worries stay out there for a few hours. I'm in here, I can do something. So the video out tomorrow tells you all about this go-in and shows you the new space and the work I have to do to it. So channel members would have seen it already today, but you can see the space that I'm going to have, and I'm open to ideas. Anybody got any ideas? Anybody uses any rail? If they use it, I use any rail. If you want to send me a file or anything. I'm going to have to give it some sort of name, because I've never given this layout a name. So I don't know, maybe that will be a competition for when I start building it, is to give it a name. I've got a couple of ideas in mind. It will be revolve around Donegal. I think it has to be a Donegal Railway name. So yeah, this layout never had a name. Never could come up with one. Ballybrophy, yeah, that's not bad. A great name, Rebecca Sewing Space. See, that's my other half's hobby, is she enjoys sewing and needlepoint and all that sort of stuff. Done Roman. Yeah, I like that, Jerry. That's a good one. Yeah, I want to stay in here forever now, guys. As soon as I go through that door, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, there's another wayward engine over here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot to pack up. I mean, most of the time is going to be spent lifting the track, because obviously I want to do that as carefully as possible to use it again. Taking up the double slips with great care, and the points. Although a lot of the points I used on here, I actually got second hand off of eBay, and they're all express points and they work fine. The points I've been having trouble with are the new ones over here, brand new out of the packet, and they give me nothing but bother. The Madra house. Anybody who doesn't speak Irish, Madra is Irish for dog. Which is apparently what I'm in. So apparently shoe boxes aren't big enough to put Mark IV coaches in. Here's a little useful tip for you guys. Check, cool. Yeah. Checked would be Irish for house here as well. Spelt T-A-C-H, I think. Hi Seamus, how's it going? A rake of Mark IVs, whoa, that'd be pricey. I was lucky, the Mark IVs I've got here, obviously they're older Hornby ones, but I picked up a rake of them in Lord and Butler a year ago, 2 years ago. When was I last in Cardiff? I got 7 of them for 100, second hand, but 100 quid. Have we got all the languages coming out now? See what have I got left to pack up. Just what's going around the truck now, I think, is what's left to box. Everything else has been boxed up and moved. Then I've got all this stuff here to put into boxes and take with me tomorrow. And that'll be that. And this tear down. I might, if I'm in here, maybe doing the tear down tomorrow or Sunday during the day. I may go live just so you can watch, or I may not. Hi John, how you doing? Yes, and Chak Madra. It's Misha, Ischa, and Chak Madra, Nish. Yeah, that's very true, Jerry. Like, there's, in this household, there's 8 of us. So that's a lot of stuff to move. No, the house is pretty close by. It's only about 6 miles away or so. I haven't seen any YouTube, Seamus, because we're halfway between here and there has no internet yet, and here is just surrounded by boxes and filling boxes, and so I will have a lot of YouTube to catch up with maybe sometime in the new year. No, it's actually about the same distance from the museum, just in a different direction. I am looking forward to having more space. It's having the... to be honest, I don't want to move from here, because it's not just about the layout and everything that's here. This place has been home for the past 10 years. And when you have kids, there's a lot of memories, a lot of things that have happened here. You know, the kids growing up, birthday parties, Christmases, you know, milestones that kids have. And a lot of memories are here in this house. You know, it wasn't just a house, it was a home. Now we're moving to a new place, it's going to be ours. And there'll be new memories to be made in that house, I know, but I'm still a bit sorry and sad about leaving this house. Yes, the new house is bigger, yes, I can have a bigger layout, but it's what you leave behind when you leave a house. You know, I really didn't want to leave this. I like the area, I like the house. Being 100% honest, the house we're moving to, I'm not all that keen on, but it's something we had to get. It suits our needs at the moment. And you know, another 10 years down the line, when our circumstances changes and the kids have all grown up and left, then you know, we might downsize again. You know, so yeah, leaving a lot of memories here, but you know, the memories are always up here. You know, place might be there, but they can't take this away. So yeah, new start, new layout. Things I got wrong on this, things I learned from this layout, like one, having better access to the tunnels. I thought I had enough access there, but a couple of times I haven't. Two, the gap here needs to be bigger, another 2 inches, and that'll be grand. Split it up into districts instead of having one zone. It's going to be separate zones, easier for fault finding. Things like that. Different bits of ballasting I've done on here, you know, using different materials to test them. I now know what I want to use, and I'll carry on using that. But I just really like that, the way I've done that. I think I said before what that's inspired by tunnels near Patron in Bristol, where I used to go on walks with my grandfather when I went over to visit, and used to watch the trains go in. And that's where that idea comes from, and that's what inspired that. I definitely will be building something like that again. And plus the fact, I've got all the videos of this layout here to look back on. They're going to be up on YouTube forever, or until YouTube goes bust, I suppose. So yeah, so I think that's it, guys. Time to stop the trains. So for the last time, all stop. So that's it. These will all be packed away now, and it'll be ripped up to start anew, somewhere new. So take care, everyone. I'll still be doing the live Thursday from somewhere. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everyone.